The Sahara, the harshest land on the planet. Which small creature is agile enough to escape this death sentence? Sahara death. Desert kangaroo faces off against venomous snake attack. When the red sun rises, the Sahara burns like a sea of burning sand, where every gust of wind carries the breath of death. Hurricanes whip up dusty clouds, obscuring the sky, leaving a dry, suffocating curtain covering the harsh land. At night, the Sahara is plunged into silent darkness. The cold moonlight silvers each ripple of sand, turning the desert into a silent ocean, but hiding countless dangers. In the midst of that majestic yet harsh landscape, each tiny creature still has to fight tirelessly to win its life. From a barren hole, a desert kangaroo quietly stepped out. Its sparkling eyes reflected the moonlight. Its long ears perked up, straining to catch every gentle sound in the night wind. It jumped lightly on the cold sand, groping for dry grass seeds and insects to sustain its life. But in that silent night, its every jump could also accidentally wake up a lurking predator, where silence is a warning of impending death. In the quiet night of the Sahara, the sand moved slightly. A long shadow silently slithered out of the dry, cracked soil. A poisonous desert snake appeared. In the cold night, the desert kangaroo jumped around carefreely, looking for food. It did not know that, just a few steps away, the sand was moving slightly. From within the yellow sand, the venomous snake suddenly raised its head, its cold eyes locked on its target. The air was thick, suffocatingly silent. And then, the battle broke out. In the moment of life and death, the kangaroo jumped up, its small body barely escaping the bite. In the harshest place on the planet, the life of a small creature like the desert kangaroo continued to steadfastly continue. Without fangs, without venom, its only weapon was speed and constant vigilance. Each of its leaps was a life or death bet. The long night gradually closed. On the horizon, the red sun rose, burning the endless sea of sand. The cold air quickly dissipated, giving way to the intense heat. As the first light spread across the desert, a small figure moved slightly. Its huge ears perked up to catch every gust of morning wind. It was the Fennec fox, the most cunning creature of the Sahara. The Fennec fox, the smallest fox in the world, weighs just over a kilogram, but has ears up to 15 centimeters long, like 2 living antennas. They not only help dissipate heat in the scorching heat, but also catch the sound of insects moving under the sand. Its smooth, pale yellow fur reflects the sunlight to reduce heat, while keeping it warm during the freezing nights. Its furry feet are like desert boots, allowing it to walk on the burning sand without any harm. In its journey of survival, the Fennec fox is a versatile predator, from insects, lizards, rodents, small birds to rare berries. They can go without water for days, living on the moisture in their food and the fragile dew of dawn. When mating season arrives, in January and February, female foxes give birth to 2 to 5 cubs in deep burrows dug to avoid the heat and predators. Both parents take turns protecting and caring for the cubs, a special bond rarely seen in the harsh desert. However, even cunning creatures like Fennecs are not completely safe. From the sky, falcons and eagle owls still lurk. From the ground, jackals, or hyenas can turn into unexpected nightmares. In a world where predator and prey are only a breath apart, Fennec foxes are still tirelessly maintaining their foothold in the vortex of survival. But the Sahara is not all dry sand. In the heart of the harsh desert, there are sometimes cool green oases where rare streams of water gather, nurturing a whole other world of creatures. From above, a giant black shadow spreads its wings across the hot sky. That is the Marabou stork, a giant bird of Africa, with a wingspan of up to 3 meters. Its gray body, bald head, and large, heavy beak make it look like an old vulture, spreading gloom whenever it appears. Marabou storks are typical opportunists. They often stand motionless for hours by the water's edge, waiting for fish, frogs, or even carcasses left behind by other predators. Their long legs help them go deep into the mud without sinking, and their large, strong beaks are strong enough to tear even stubborn pieces of flesh. This bird can grow up to 1.5 meters tall, weigh nearly 9 kilograms, and live in large flocks, concentrated around water bodies or natural garbage dumps in the wild. When hunting, they can suddenly swoop down, using their giant beaks to grab prey in the blink of an eye. Despite their ugly appearance with their hairless heads, it has an evolutionary advantage. Their bald heads help them avoid getting blood and rotting flesh on their bodies when burrowing into corpses. The water surface shimmered in the sunlight. A fish thrashed about in the shallows, immediately becoming the focus of 2 predators. From the water's edge, the giant Marabou stork strode, its long legs pounding heavily. Its large, powerful beak opened, ready to grab its fat prey. But from the sky, a piercing screech rang out. The falcon swooped down like a silver arrow, its sharp talons aimed straight at its target. The fight for the prey broke out. tug-of-war continued with frantic flapping of wings, and one mistake, and the slower one would have to leave the party. In the Sahara swamps, even a small fish was enough to turn this place into a fierce arena. On the surface of the lagoon, Marabou stands tall, its dark gray wings spread out. Like an old ghost dominating the water. But in this harsh world, victory or defeat is only temporary. Another day, another enemy. The cycle of survival continues. Far away from the noisy lagoon, the Sahara returns to its original dry silence. On a cracked sand hill, small figures simultaneously raise their heads, their black eyes observing all four directions. Those are meerkats, the tiny warriors of the desert, living in close-knit herds and ready to face any lurking danger. Meerkats, also known as zebras, are one of the smallest but most resilient creatures in the desert. With a body just over 30 centimeters long, weighing less than 1 kilo or so, they possess a yellow-brown coat with black stripes, blending with the dry, burnt sand. The black-rimmed eyes look like natural sunglasses, helping to reduce the glare of the sun. The long, upright tail acts as an antenna, not only to maintain balance when running and jumping, but also to signal the herd to recognize each other in the vast sea of sand. Meerkats live in large herds, often up to several dozen individuals, in a network of deep burrows dug under the dry, cracked soil. They have a clear division of labor: hunters, babysitters, and guards. A warning cry is enough to make the whole herd disappear into the cave in the blink of an eye. But when danger strikes, unity is their most powerful weapon. In the scorching midday sun, from a crack in the ground, a venomous desert snake quietly slithered out. Its cold eyes locked onto the meerkat cave where the young were hiding. Immediately, an alarm cry rang out. The entire meerkat flock gathered, forming a circle around the intruder. The battle broke out on the burning sand. with just one mistake. The snake was overwhelmed by the continuous attacks. Under the blazing sunlight, the long, winding shadow gradually disappeared behind the distant sand dunes. The meerkats simultaneously raised their tails, let out a shrill cry, declaring victory over the notorious desert predator. In the harsh world of the Sahara, herd cohesion is not only expressed in hunting or defense, but also in raising the new generation. Meerkats have reproductive habits all year round, but the peak usually falls in the rainy season, when food sources are more abundant. After about 11 weeks of pregnancy, females give birth to 2 to 5 young in deep, well-dug burrows, away from the heat and predators. What is special about meerkats is that they apply cooperative society. Not only parents, but also other individuals in the herd participate in raising, protecting and educating the young. Some guard, some bring food, some take care of the young when the parents go hunting. Thanks to this cooperation, the survival rate of young meerkats is much higher than that of many other small animals in the desert. In the first days, the young are almost blind, just lying still in the dark burrow. But after only 3 weeks, they begin to poke their heads out, toddling under the harsh sunlight. Each of their first steps is accompanied by adults, teaching them how to dig, find insects, and most importantly, how to recognize the alarm when enemies appear. In the vortex of survival in the Sahara, each generation of meerkats is a testament to the power of solidarity. No individual can survive alone, but together they become a solid fortress in the middle of the sea of burning sand. In the middle of the sea of burning sand, life still stubbornly clings. In the harsh vortex of survival, the strong and the weak must fight every moment to survive. And at that harsh end, nature still continues to write the epic of life. What do you think about the leap to escape death from the venom of the desert kangaroo? Leave your comments below the video. And don't forget to ring the bell and subscribe so you don't miss the next wildlife survival series.